Tonight I am just outside of a place called Glossop on the edge of the Peak District, and I'm looking for a location called Robin Hood's Picking Rods. And basically it's like a huge slab of stone which was said to be used as a Druid Sacrificial altar from a battle that was happened there around 80 AD between the Brigantes tribes and the advancing Roman army under Agricola when he started his campaign north. Now it does historically make sense there would be a battle there, because the actual altar itself would lie on the bottom end of the Brigantes territories, so that's where they'd probably meet the Romans to stop them. Now on the eve of this greater battle, the Druid priests sacrificed victims to the gods in hope of a victory, but it was no use. They lost, and the Romans took the territory. Now apparently Agricola said he offered them terms of surrender, he offered them peace under the eagle, but they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't have these foreigners invading, so they fought and were massacred. Now bull in field. Oh god. Okay. Now this place where I'm going is also an Anglo-Saxon cross shaft in it, which wouldn't be placed in the stone until around 800 years after, in the 9th century, when it was used as a sacrificial stone. I've got a few theories about this place, about the history of it. But yeah, this whole place itself is ancient trackways, remains of ancient trackways used in prehistory, used in the Neolithic times. It runs right across Bronze Age burial grounds, which I'll be night walking to, which is a creepy place. I've been there before. And there was Roman roads. These roads, actually, speaking of Roman roads, it wouldn't surprise me if these rocks here that are actually part of an old Roman road. And it was also used by monks from Wales. There was a monastery in North Wales. They were given this land for livestock, and they had a chapel not far from here where they stayed, and they would walk this road back to the monasteries and stuff. So it's a lot of history. But let's go and find this Robin Hood's Picking Rods and discover more about it. What I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to try night vision so you can see a better lay of the land. don't know if it's me, but it feels horrible up here tonight. I really don't like the feel of it up here. Let's crack on. So watch out for this bull. I'm not sure how far up it is. I don't think it's much further. I don't know. But why go walking at night? I don't know, I think the world's a different place at night. Like history reenacts in the shadows. There's an air of mystery, an air to the unknown, and it's quite creepy. I'm going to go night vision in a minute to show you a bit of lay of the land. Let's have a look. Okay, let's turn that on. Full, turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. Also bonfire night tomorrow, so I'll probably hear fireworks. Anything. So let me know if you see or hear anything, because monks are supposed to haunt this road. It's actually called Monk's Road, or a very strange place. Where I'm going to go next is I'm going to go the Bronze Age burial mounds, and I've been there before doing ghost hunt in the woods. Got activity and it was well creepy. It was really Really strange place. It's like another world when you go in. So we're taking a walk up there, and that's not far from here. We'll have to go a different way. So we'll go there next. Oh, we're here. Okay guys, we are approaching Robin Hood's picking rods and a very significant place in history. Let me turn my light on. There we go. Right. So, this slab is said to be the Druid Sacrificial altar. In 80 AD, it was used to sacrifice victims on the eve of a great battle. Okay. 800 years later, in the 9th century BC, sorry, 9th century AD, these Anglo-Saxon cross shafts were placed there, which are weathered now, absolutely weathered. You can't make out anything. They have these pot marks and all these deep circles, if you can see them. I don't know if it's some kind of map or something. Get the fuck out of there in a minute, mate. So, I'm gonna history dump now. This is my theory. Okay, I think this slab was a Kingstone. Now the Kingstones were used by the Anglo-Saxons to inaugurate kings into power, and they like to have a bit of a story behind the Kingstones, and maybe a druid. It was a druid stone or a druid altar, and a great battle would be a good story to be inaugurated on. And also it sits on a border which is common for Kingstones. King Ethelstan was inaugurated as king in Kingston, so the place called Kingston basically is Kingstone, where the Anglo-Saxon used to be. He was on a border, I think it was Wessex and Mercia, I think, and this is on the border. Now I think before the Anglo-Saxon cross was put in, I think it was a border to this way, which would be the Mercian kingdom, and then we would cross this way, this track, we would be in Northumbria kingdom. Or if we carried on this way, so that way would be north, we'd be going to the Northumbrian kingdom. That way would lead to the Peak district, so it could have been a border into the Peak lands, and around the 6th century known as the Pek Saitans, or the Peak settlers. So that could have been a border to the Peak settlers. Also with the weird noises, man. Also, that Anglo-Saxon shaft being put in the 9th century, it also could be a border to the Peak District to the Danelaw, because when King Alfred the Great defeated the Vikings, he gave them the Danelaw. He gave them a big chunk of Mercia, known as the Danelaw, and this could be Anglo-Saxon shaft to say this is Anglo-Saxon territories, this is a Christian territory, so it could be a border marker for them. So it could be now in what was left of Mercia, crossing over to the Danelaw, to the Viking territory. Mercia, Danelaw. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but yeah, a Druid Sacrificial altar. So next time I'm going to go to another place which is linked to this battle. Very misty tonight. Yeah, I'm going to go to another place that's linked to the altar, linked to the battle, called Cownedge. Which I think has been an actual border since prehistory. So we're going to check that out. Bronze Age burial grounds were built on borders. So there is an N, which you would assume is north, but that's not north, that's north. So could the N be for then Northumbria? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe the Northumbrian kingdom could well be, because north is that way. Anyway, I'm going to take a nice, I'll shut up. I'm going to take a nice quiet walk back down this ancient country lane and let my imagination drift back to the times of the ancient ones, the Anglo-Saxons. It's funny, I said that, I got a right cold chill down my spine. I don't know if it's excitement or what. Zoom in. Where Anglo-Saxons would have walked this track. Kings inaugurated. Great processions. Great processions following up this track to go to the Kingstone, the Druid stone, the sacrificial altar, to be sworn in as king. Or the Romans marching. The Romans marching up here at the edge of the known empire. Freezing mud. Missing their homes wherever they came from. Usually the auxiliaries, the Romans, if they was put in places like this, they would usually give soldiers from moorland, high up areas, from other parts of the empire that they conquered, and send them to these places because he knew how to survive in the land and stuff. It was familiar territory to them. Some knows from the Mediterranean. It's living in a strange place. And the monks heading back to Wales. It's a long way to go. proper on edge tonight here. Looking off that bull. If the bull comes, it's either barbed wire fence or bull. That's my only options. Oh god, it's getting cold. It's like a strange mist. Like a, it sounds cheesy, but like a veil. Like the land's veiled. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't know. Imposing, I don't know. I feel like I've interrupted something strange, I don't know. It's a bloody strange place up here. Honestly, when I go and do the night walk to the burial grounds, oh my god, something ain't right up there, man. The land is not happy. And them woods are strange. It's supposed to be a devil worshipping place. There's a quarry just below it. If I'm brave enough, I'll go in it. But yeah, it's a strange place. Also follows an ancient trackway. I don't feel as bad now. Sometimes in some places you can feel the ancientness coming from the lands, from the place. The mystery just emanates from the earth itself. Oh god. I keep fucking looking behind me. Should have been. That's how foggy it is. escape the bull. Okay, so escape that bull. Alright guys, beautiful, and it's beautiful at night. These ancient roads really get the imagination running. Highwaymen, Romans, history, everything. Alright guys, so I'm nearly back at the car and I will get going. If you want to follow me on more night walks, I mean this is my first one, so I'm still a bit rusty. I used to do YouTube paranormal. I only did like 12 videos. Got a lot of activity though. But being an introvert, I'm not really good at talking. But I love history and love the night. So I'm going to head off. Please subscribe. You know, it's my first one, give it a chance. And goodbye and God bless. And I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.